Hey guys, welcome back. I'm back in Tasmania for another adventure. Just landed here in Hobart, picking up a rental car and heading south. Well, that's the rental. Here's the boot space. Rental. Need that. All right. So what's the plan? So obviously starting here from Hobart, and I'm gonna drive south. I'm gonna stop in a town called Kingston, Jamaica. Not quite. We're gonna buy a couple of things, primarily a gas canister and some fresh food for today. The rest of the food I already have it in my pack, and then we're heading towards the trailhead. Alright, so I'm at the supermarket, got a few small things. Fruit, some bananas, gas. Alright, got everything that I needed. Just had to drive to Bunnings to get my gas canister. Sometimes you can find them in supermarkets, not in Woolworths, but the smaller ones. Alright, here we are. Okay, let me first show you guys where we're actually going. We are in the Southwest National Park, as the sign says, and we're going to Lake Skinner. So I think it's going to take us about 2.5 hours to get to Lake Skinner, and that will be camp for tonight. The trail that we're going to follow takes us to the lake, but then we are in the Alpine area, and we're going to explore that area, so it should be pretty cool. The weather forecast is quite good. Like today, it will be overcast, cloudy in parts, but as of tomorrow we have some sun as well. Alright, let's get ready. I have a few preparations to do, get my pack in order. Just a little gear check. So for this walk I took out my 10 years old Osprey Zenith 88, which is actually a 90 liter pack. I love this pack actually. I bought it 10 or 11 years ago specifically for the Western Arctos walk. Used it a fair bit, and I love how it's organized. So a lot of pockets. Start here at the belt. You got on each side these pockets, really nice for snacks, small things. Huge side pockets, fits bottles. You got this where I have my rain cover, and two pockets here to the side. I believe I got my, this is just a hat, but I have my water filter. Yeah, water filter on this side. I got the first aid kit on this side, and my rain pants, and it has a really good harness. It's quite comfortable to carry for multiple days. Something else new boots. The Merrell Moab 3 tactical boots. I had to buy new ones. The ones I was using have been very painful. So let's see how these goes. I'm going to use them for the first time today. I have been walking for about 55 minutes. I walked just over 2 kilometers, and I have about a kilometer to go before we're reaching Lake Skinner and the camp for tonight. So far the trail has been pretty alright. A lot of tree roots. Alright, I'm very close to the lake. There it is. Ooh. I'm gonna try to make camp somewhere along the shores of this lake, and tomorrow we're going up that ridge to its highest point, and then we're trekking to the right, which is towards the west. So we're here at around the 1000 meter elevation, and tomorrow we're going up to around the 1400 meters, the highest point of our trip. Well, let's see if we can find a spot to camp. It's going to be hard. See how rugged it is. Well, I got a feeling that might well be the best spot around here. So I'm going to drop the pack there and explore it a little bit more. Wow. What a spot. So I looked around a little bit, but I can't find any nice clearing to camp. I bought my tent, unfortunately. I should have brought a bivvy, but yeah, I'm gonna make it work. I brought 2 of these smoothies. Never used them before, so I'm gonna have one now, and hopefully it tastes alright. This is banana, and I have berries as well. It's not too bad actually. I just have to mix a bit better. There's some clustered powder in there. Not too bad. Not too sweet, so it's alright. Alright, so that trail I was following leads to 2 potential camp spots, but they're very small, about 1 meter wide, 2 meters long. Again, works perfectly with a bivvy tent. A little bit difficult, but yeah, you can make it work, specifically on a day like this where there's not much wind. You definitely have some epic views from here. It looks like the trail ends here. So I walked back a couple of 100 meters just to check out different spots for a camp, better ones, and I like this better. It's fatter, a little bigger, just enough for my tent. Alright, new shoes have been alright. I definitely feel good support. Not too bad so far. Alright, so dead end. I started to walk around the lake a little. We came from where those big rocks are, the bottom there. But as you can see, it's becoming a little bit too wild here. We've got Mexican style rice today with salmon pieces. Should be alright. 350 grams slaughter tomorrow morning. Yeah, looks like cat food. Alright, bon appetit. Alright, day 1 is coming to an end. So tomorrow I'm gonna walk up the ridge and yeah, exploring that a bit. I'm not sure how difficult it is to walk up there. I think it's gonna be as rough as the area around this lake, a lot of boulders. So yeah, but hopefully there's good views looking back from where we came from the lake, and the other side as well. You can actually see the Western Arters from here as well, at least from the highest point, so it should be good. So I checked the weather again and it looks still very positive. I think around the 21 degrees Celsius maximum temperature and mostly sunny, so it should be good. Alright guys, see you early in the morning.